Hello, hello. Is this thing working? Is this thing working? Hello. Look, I'm assuming this thing's working. Yeah, there it goes. Um, I'm just gonna go turn the light on because I just realized how dark the camera is seeing everything. So I just want to put better lighting. Hang on. That's a little better. Um, yeah. So now that we can see each other, well, at least you can see me. Do I need these glasses on? Would it make a huge amount of difference whether I wore them or not? I don't know. If I get a bit closer, seems better. We can see each other more. Right. So tonight I am drinking. I'm drinking something that you wouldn't see very regularly. In fact, this is so rare. It was very lucky that I picked up a couple of 6 packs of it. Cooper's Vintage Ale. For beer that is overpriced, is very nice. I'll say that much. It's actually good beer. So some of the things I've got, I just got this webcam. No, not webcam. It's not a webcam. It's a dash cam. It's a dash cam. So I got this dash cam. Oh no, that's upside down. Yeah, so I've got this dash cam. X view. Don't know if you can have a good look at that. It says XV10 DVR on it. Anyway, that's that. It has this screen on the back. Oh, that's. And yeah, look, I needed a new webcam because my old one, not webcam, it's not webcam. I needed a new driver cam because I've been wanting one for insurance purposes. In case something happens, I can say to the insurance company, I got it on camera. You know, a lot of the times these people, they always ask, did you have a, a dash cam? And now I can say, yes, I have a dash cam. Now, it was on special. It was $55. I paid for it. And it come down from $99. So, look, I don't know if it's that great a quality, but as long as it can catch whatever happens on the road, I mean, that's all it really has to do. If something happens, you can be like, yeah, well, I've got it on camera so you can see what happened. Like, so at least makes it a bit easier if you have to ever do an insurance claim. My biggest problem would be kangaroos down where I live. There's a lot of kangaroos, and they always love hanging around the road. And they are the stupidest creature you could ever imagine. For something that has the size, physical size, like size of a man, and it's probably stronger than a man. Like their brain is the size of a koala, like peanut brain. Like they're dumb. They're dumb as a rabbit. Like they are so ridiculously stupid for an animal. Most Australians don't think highly of kangaroos. We don't look at them and go, oh, they are amazing. Like we've never seen anything like that. Most of the time we think, God damn, these things are stupid. Why are they so overpopulated and near the roads? Like genuinely speaking, my general plan is something like this. Now that we've got some paper. Okay, this is how I would deal with Mr. Would be like something like this. Okay, so this is our army truck. It's just a regular old army truck, and it has some soldiers in the back with some assault rifles. These are our kangaroos. As Mr. Army Truck travels down the road, uh, these soldiers see these roos and blow it to hell. And anything caught on the side of the road by Mr. Army Truck will die. So if it is a roo, then it will definitely go bye bye, Mr. Roo. That's how we deal with the roo problem, like on the roads. I know a lot of people would be like, you can't do that. What about overshot? And what about this? What about that? Well, we train our soldiers to kill things, and we don't give them the opportunity to do that. We will dull their blade. So it kills two birds with one stone. It solves the root problem, and it keeps our soldiers sharp. So that's what I think. Yes. Yes. Well, that's how I would deal with the root problem. I would just shoot them. I would just mow them down as you go by with the army truck. I'd be like, okay, load up some guys, get your rifles, get a shit ton of ammo, have some beers when you're done, and just go mow these damn pests out of this. There will be less car accidents, I guarantee. You do this, there will be way less car accidents. A lot of people would be like, oh, how controversial. You can't say that on YouTube. Well, it's just an opinion. You can say whatever your opinion may be. You don't have to agree with it. That's the beauty of us, of our human race. We can all agree and disagree on certain aspects of life. You might not see the advantages of that. I personally do. I think it would be hilarious to watch. I just love to see an army truck pull up on a group of kangaroos on the side of the road and just be like, yeah, boys. So I can murder a lot of them. And you're just like, then they just grab them, chuck them on the side of the road, and just move on. It would be pretty funny, come on. It would be funny. It would. It would. Trust me, if you were an Australian, you would understand. You would go, yeah, I get it. Look, and as far as our national emblems go, that being the kangaroo and the emu, we eat those. So that's genuinely what Australians think of our national emblem. I mean, my friend has a pet emu. Like I like the emu. You can go up and pat it. It's a good thing. But if somebody said, do you want to eat it? Yeah, I would eat it. It tastes like beef. Nice. Emu is nice. So what's been happening with me of late? Not a huge amount, just catching up with life, just trying to talk to some people online as far as like trying to make friends, that kind of thing. Obviously from the opposite sex, of course. Yeah, so let's just, excuse me, one thing at a time. I don't know what to expect with any of that. Look, it's been a long time since I've been out of the game. But I would like to share my life with someone down south where I live. Like, yeah, it would be nice to be able to have like my own family and, you know, give them the things that I never had growing up and trying to be a good dad in the way that I perceive a good dad to be. Like, you know, be a good husband to whichever woman wants to spend their life with me. Like, I don't know, like, these things are important to me, but it is what it is. Anyway, I can't control that any more than the next person. If things are meant to be, they'll be, and there's no use worrying any more about it than that. Look, I will say these beers are a lot stronger than they look. Check this. These are actually 2.1%. Oh, not 2.1, sorry. 2.1 standard drinks. I've already had 3. So you might say, no, but I actually had 2. Then I washed my car to get it nice and clean because I'm sick of my car being a filth bucket. I do plan to do a video on what it's like to have an Australian muscle car um, as a daily driver. All right. So yeah, eventually it'll be a shed car, and it might be a garage queen, maybe. I'd like that to be the case, but I need to get myself a Suzuki Jimny if that's going to be the case. Then I need a shed to put my Commodore in. But a Suzuki Jimny is what I want. That or a Vitara, like one of them small Suzuki full drives. As long as it's a small Suzuki full drive, I'm happy. So maybe if I can't get a Jimny, a Vitara. Actually, I'm just going to go on Gumtree and I'm going to see. No bad, Stephen. Uh, let's have a look. Gumtree. Oops, got caps lock on. Well, let's have a look for Suzuki. For goodness sake, whatever that is. Suzuki four-wheel drive. Oh, this one isn't bad. Oh, no. This is terrible. This is not what I want. A Suzuki Swift is what comes up. Well, no, that's not what I want. I want a full drive as my next car, not a Swift. Frickin' Swift. Who the hell wants that? Well, let's try a Suzuki Vitara. Let's just try that. Vitara. I don't care if it's old. Well, a new one, 2017, is 24 grand, and a Suzuki Vitara that's 2022 is 34 grand, 35 grand. So I don't really care if it's old. Like, I don't care if it's like 96 or something. Like, the kind of four-wheel drive I want is something I can just thrash the bejesus out of, and I don't care. Oh, here's a good price one. A Suzuki 2005 Suzuki Grand Vitara, black 5-speed hardtop. I don't like it being black in a hot country like this. That's an awful color. Talk about trying to burn your face off. 9 grand. So that's what they cost. There's lots for sale, actually. There's a 2004 one, which is like older, going for 12,300. Seriously, people, you act like you're selling like gold here. Like, you're talking about a car. It's a freaking car, for God's sake. Let's see, there's a 2008 here, 5 grand negotiable, but it's in Queensland. It's a long way to go for a car. There's another one, 1990. Oh, here we go. This is a thrasher. 7.5 grand. So it's older than the 2008 one, and yet it's it's going for $2,500 more. I mean, this is Gumtree for you. Like, the people, they think that they're selling like literal gold. It's like you're selling a car, mate. You're selling a car. Let's just call a spade a spade. Like, and the car I want, a Jimny. This is the actual car I want. I want a Jimny if I had the choice. Let's have a look. Get like a 2022 model going for 40 grand. 40, that's more than I paid for my car. My car is a much better car than these. Like, come on. Let's see if I can even find one even remotely within, like, let's go right down. Let's go right down. Okay, so we're looking at a 2008 one, which is like a decently, like, it's done a lot of Ks. Somebody wants $10,500 for it. Jesus, like, these are the old, and that's the old shape, and then the new shapes sort of like, they just jump in price like you wouldn't believe. Like, I'm serious, these are like a little mini four-wheel drive. People just buy them to sell them for 50 grand. I mean, you're selling a car that's the size of a matchbox. I mean, you're not selling a big four-wheel drive that's, I've got no idea. let's just Google Nissan Patrol. Oops, Nissan Patrol, right? Let's have a look. Let's see what a proper size four-wheel drive will cost you. Oh God. So a new one starts at nearly 90 grand, a 2001, maybe 20 grand. So if you went and just got a Patrol, you would actually get a bigger four-wheel drive. And actually, most of these four-wheel drives you could get for a decent price, like between 25 and depending on how much you want to spend, right? So all I can say is, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So all I'm saying is, if you see like the Jiminy's are going for way more than what they're actually worth, like for way less car. People are like, oh, you should pay, the same as paying for a Nissan Patrol. I mean, for goodness sake, people. Like, I get that they're popular, but they're not that popular that people would want to buy them over a Nissan Patrol, given the choice. Like, if somebody said to you, what would you rather drive around in? A Nissan Patrol or a Suzuki Jimny? Like, you're going to go, oh, a Patrol's bigger. Like, I got more space to do stuff. I've got more power to get over problems. Like, I've got like a bigger car to do more car stuff. Like, it's not even a question. Like, all I'm saying is these people who sell on Gumtree have had a hole drilled in the side of their head. And they think that they've got gold and magic in their hands, and they're like, ooh. Actually, let's be random here. Let's Google my own car. Let's see what it's worth. Not that I'm looking to sell it, but let's just see. Let's just see what my car would sell for. I paid 26 grand for it in 2018. Let's see. Holden. PE 2010. 2010 S6 V. Let's try and get the exact car. It's sort of selling for 29, starting at 29. I'm seeing one at 32, but they've got the Pontiac front end on it. That's fine. Then there's another one at 35. Another one at 20. It's close to what mine looks like. They're selling theirs for 27. So I could probably get my money. Oh, that's a red line, actually. That's the one better than mine. But it says that, but then it's got the exact same motor. It's done more Ks than my car. There's another one here that's similar to mine. It is a wagon, but it's selling for 30. There's another red line here selling for 60. Yeah, these prices vary. Something crazy. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not interested. The one that I like the look of is, if I'm with LED. Let's have a look at this. It's a one for 80. It's got like the Peter Brock stuff on it. It's got the Peter Brock rims. The tail light's the same as mine. It's got the extended exhaust the HDT model. It's a beautiful car. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful car. Like 80 grand worth. I don't know. Oh, it's got the manual. What's the motor it's got? Does it have like an improved motor than what my car has? That's the question. We'll have a look at the motor, please. Fucking hell. Like, the one thing I want to look at is that it's the motor, and it's not showing it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is why it's worth a lot of money. It's got the supercharged motor with the cold air intake, so it must have the surely we'd have the exhaust system done as well. So that's putting down a bit of grunt. I mean, that's a performance car right there. But you know what? I mean, look, is it worth putting all that money into it and like doing it up like that? I don't know. Like, to be honest, I've got the standard version, and like my car's nice. Like when you drive it, it's nice to drive. Like can drive it on a regular road. It doesn't drive you nuts. Like the noise doesn't drive you crazy. The power is fine. Like there's plenty of power. You never use all of it anyway on the road anyway, and you start modifying it like that, and you get like you lose reliability. It's like a shite show. It's not great. Like all I'm saying is uh, all I'm saying is it is what it is. Like I suppose some people might ask, is it worth modifying a muscle car? Probably not really. No, I would say no. Even an American muscle car wouldn't do that because most people. Okay, so there's a couple of things you're going to take into account. One, drivability. Two, reliability. And three, if you're going to sell the car. Like, you got to be real. Are you going to sell the car in the future? People do not want to buy a, like a molested car. They don't. They want to buy a standard car. They would ideally buy it. The car is worth a lot more unmolested. 100%. Like if you haven't modified it, people will pay a lot more money for it. This is fact. This is just fact. All right. People don't want a molested car unless the molestation is like just internal stuff, like that people can't see. So anything people can see, they tend to go, oh no, I don't want all that on the car. I just wanted this car, like without all that stuff. If you had the car without all that stuff, it would be a great car. Put it this way, if you had a completely built car from the inside and had the heads done, had the bottom done, had the forged pistons, had the increased, the stronger conrods and the higher cams and, stuff people don't look at, the chips and all that, people would probably not mind that. I mean, if you look at the homological specials from the Ford factory, say the Phase 4 GT or the Phase 3s and all that, which were basically a molested car from the factory. Let's call it spade a spade. That's what they were. They were worth a mint because that's like in their mind, people's mind. We're just going to say people in general. That's them coming standard from the factory. But you know what? The factory version of that car actually didn't have all those parts on it. Like it never did. It came as a stock block with 4-speed and this and that. You know what I mean? Like kind of look at it like, that's not exactly accurate as to what you're actually buying, but sure, if that's what makes you happy in believing that. Look, if someone said, look, I will tell you, like my Commodore would destroy, embarrassingly so, destroy. If you put my 2010 SSV Commodore, red one, it's a red one, red Ghostbuster. That's right. With a 6-speed manual, no modification to the handling, the engine, nothing at all. It is what it is. So it's got the 4-point brakes on the front and the back, which it is what it is. It could be better. And I guess one thing I wish they'd upgraded on those cars was the brake package. Like I really wish they'd just put a Brembo brake package on it. I'd just been done with it. Just been like, Brembo brake package, done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could look anyway. Regardless, and then you put it against an XY Phase 3 and a what is it? What do you call it? The Phase 4 GT Falcon, and then let's throw in a Tirana in there, like the HDT Tirana, which I think had about 400. Oh, actually, I think that would actually complete. I think that would beat my car. Like they were pretty quick actually. They were actually genuinely pretty quick, but they only made like 4 or 5 of them for the racing. So I mean, they weren't really like a production car. But let's say like if you put my car against those cars, like they're flying and all that, my car would obliterate them. It wouldn't even be on the same page. Like you'd just be like, this standard road car just rapes these race cars. Like not even close. Not even close. But the Phase 4 was the one that everyone used to talk about. Turns out they didn't really have that much done to them. They just basically had a few bits of headwork done to them, and maybe an exhaust and a different Strongbow carby. That's probably about it. Like that's about the maximum. Is about like if I'm being honest. Like I was watching this video on them, and I'm like, they had about 400 horsepower. Yeah, they weighed about 1.8 ton. So that power to weight ratio about similar to my car. My car has a better handling package. My car has a 6-speed manual, so it spreads the gears out better. My car has better brakes. My car has fuel injection. Like like it's not a comparison. It's an insult. Like you know what I mean? Like you would just go look. You could with a good, really good driver. If I'm driving the SSV, and look, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but one thing I can do is if it's got 4 wheels, I can drive it, and I can drive it fast if I want. Like I am actually a good driver, like generally speaking. Like I wouldn't expect most people to be actually able to hang with me if I was driving fast. Like if I wanted to drive fast, I don't think many people could actually hang with me. But look, whatever. Um, I know a lot of like these people like say, oh yeah, but race car drivers the only one. No, race car drivers get some luck in their life. They come from a family where they that sponsored like had the money to do racing as like a hobby, and went from there. Like we're talking about the regular people here. Like yeah. Anyway, look, doesn't matter. I wouldn't expect many people to hang with me. It's just like it's if you put me in the car, like you would need a decent like a really good driver that really knew how to wring the neck of that GT Phase 4 or the XY. I don't think the XY could even get close to me, to be honest. I don't think they have the power to weight ratio, and I don't think they got the handling. I don't think they got the braking ability. I think they'd be struggling the whole way. And I think you'd be like I grew up learning in the XW Falcon, like so I know what they handle like, I know what they drive like. I think they're a great car. Like I love them as a car, but like yeah, I can even tell you that if you ever see it on the road, I just hope it's in good condition. I've never seen it on the road. I've never seen it at any car shows, but the car that my family grew up with, the number plate on it was UGW 524. If you ever see it, like let me know because I genuinely want to know what happened to that car. It was a great car. It was a car I learned to drive, and I loved that car to bits. But yeah, like as far as like speed or anything, they're slow. Absolutely, they're slow cars. They're not fast. It'd be laughable to even put them on the same level. Like they're not even close. My Commodore would destroy those. But my car was made to compete with BMW M5, M3, M5s. So yeah, so you know what I mean? Like they're not the same. They're not even close to being the same. Anyway, I'm rambling here. Doesn't matter. I'm over talking about saying it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm playing with a piece of what do you call it? Cable? No. I'm trying to make it straight. That's what I'm doing. All right. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to make this thing straight because you can see it's bent there, bent right there. I'm trying to unbend it. If you're wondering what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. This is why you don't give me stuff to play with, because this is what I'll do. There we go. I don't know that it's not straight, but it's certainly flat. Certainly flat. That's deep. It's flat. It's not straight. It's not completely flat. Now we have another one to fiddle with. My friend would be like, "Why are you doing that? Just stop. Just stop." I just want to. Why not? I can, right? I can make it straight. I can. So, that's bent there. Unbend it there. I mean, will I do anything with this stuff? No, of course not. Why would I bother? I just try to make it straight. Okay. Yeah, no, this beer is actually pretty good. This beer is good. Yeah, no, I think I'm doing a video of, on my car, but I want to clean it up so it doesn't look like it doesn't look bad. Because to me it was dirty. I washed my car. I'm going to wax it tomorrow and clean it out, make sure it's like really sticko. Because yeah, look, I'm just genuinely want to make the car clean, and look, I don't know that I've really done a proper video on my car. It's hard to, because I got no one to film for me, so like it's not exactly an easy time for me to do recording and driving, whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it's not that's not simple. Like, but I would like to do some videos on my car. I am a car guy. I genuinely want to do videos on things like that. That interests me, and I think might interest other people. What you'll see with my car at the moment is it's not a garage queen. Like a lot of people with these cars will just treat them as garage queens because they're collectible. Well, they are, but they're a car that's meant to be driven on the road, and they're not meant to sit in a bloody shed through its whole life. And you all say, but at the start of the video, you were talking about putting your car in a shed. It's later. It's later when I have another car to drive. But for now, and I need to get the shed. Yeah. I've got other things to do around the house that are more important right now. Like I've got a septic tank wall to build. I've got painting to do. Those things are important. You know, as you ever noticed, the house isn't painted. It's just got the primer. I mean, like, for me, like I'd happily, but I don't care. But you know, I want the house to look nice, so I want to do these things. But yeah, and look, I'm trying to make this house as nice as possible. Like, so someone will go, you know what, it's a good house. But all you're seeing is like the family room, or lounge room, whatever you would call it. But like, I just want to get some things buttoned up in the house before I do, like, you know, some of the things I want to do in the future is like a patio around the house. A patio around the house would make the outside experience, once I do the other things, it will make the outside experience like really good. Like I can put like a pool table and stuff outside, like or not. Well, look, I was going to get one of the mini pool tables. I like the mini pool table. I think for size, weight, and maneuverability, like the mini pool table with the air hockey. Actually, let's see if I can get one of them. Let's see how much they cost. It cost me like $200 the last time I got one. I reckon I can get it cheaper. eBay. Ah, no, bad Stephen. No, bad Stephen. Don't break the computer. Oh my god. I broke eBay. It's going slow as a snail. Yes, I want eBay. God, just give me eBay. Ah! Right, mini air hockey. Hockey slash pool. Oh, oh, here we go. Um, yeah, the one you can get ones that are like $200, and they're like foosball, pool table, and air hockey. Yeah, they're the ones I want. Who's it from? Who sells this shit? It's from Great Britain. Uh, mini table top, pool, air hockey, football, foosball. Look, I don't want the foosball. I've never liked foosball. I've never been good at it, so I don't like it. I just want the air hockey and pool table. It is exactly what I'm looking for, but it needs to be able to go outside. Or it can go inside, but where can it go inside? I don't know. They're too big. Why can't these things? Some of these things are too big. They're like the full. One's got a ping pong table. Oh man, I got a ping pong. I can. Ah, that's cool. That is cool. I think they're classified as a kids' pool table. But I tell you what, for fun around the house that you can fit in your house and they're not like a pain in the ass to move around. The mini pool tables are fucking awesome. Kids aren't going to play them. It's always going to be the adults. The adults are going to play that shit. Oh, this thing's fucking awesome, man. Bucks. $300 and you get you get a ping pong table, mini, and you get a mini air hockey table, and you get a mini pool table, and a mini foosball. But how do you fit all that on one table? Whether you just change the tops. Yeah. So the one that we used to have at the old house was you had this one and then you just flipped it over. So, one had like the air hockey table on one side and then yeah, you just flipped it over and then you had a pool table. That was the bomb. I haven't looked at this shit for a long time. I'm sure it exists. But like uh, stuff is covers it. Yeah. Anyway, never mind. Look, it's another question for another day. That would be sick. Just something to like mess around with. We got some friends over having some beers and play some pool or play some air hockey. There, not foosball. Foosball's I always lose at foosball, not foosball. You want to be like, that's lame, man. That's lame. Like, yeah. Um, I was never good. I was never good at that. Soccer. Yeah. Oh well, I might watch some idiot box in a minute. Gotta sort out some food for myself. Got some else like I have had some food that I was gonna share with my friend, and he didn't come over, which is like party pack, like the Asian packed food, like with the spring rolls and like all that nice stuff that you like, all that Asian nice food. Like, anyway, that's my plan. And then if I had some sweet chili, I got some sriracha sauce I can dip it in. That'd be nice. Oh well, they're lost. They didn't get any. It'll be all for my fat guts. Um, Anything else of interest? I don't know. Um, Look, I've been talking to some girls on these internet sites. I would say some seem like some pretty cool chicks. I was talking to this one who lives in Malaysia, so I don't know, I like her, but it'd be nice to talk to some chicks that are like in my local area. You know what I mean? Like um, someone I can actually go down and meet on the weekend and be like, hey, hey, hey. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Um, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that really to talk about of interest for anyone out there in the universe who's listening. Not that I think that after 40 minutes of hearing me waffle, and 30 minutes of that was talking about my car. Um, you much. um, um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we just cut it there. If I don't know, let's just end it there. Let's not drag this. Let's not beat this dead horse any more than we need to. Um, yeah, it's dead. It's dead, Jim. It's dead. All right. Whoosh. Take it easy, guys and girls. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see how you see my. I've got my Osama bin Laden beard going. Not that big, but you know what I mean. Peace. Take it easy.